Alright, so trying to get to Bump Pass Hell, you go towards Cold Boiling Lake. The problem is, that is the top of the trailhead sign, and I'm standing up here. The ranger kind of warned me, but I thought that he was warning me that maybe it's just snowy, not that there's no trail blazed already. It is just gorgeous out here. There is a sign right down there, so it looks like I'm on the right path. So a little while to go yet, should get there, but it is so peaceful out here. It's amazing. And there are no tracks hardly at all. You can see something every now and then, but really not much because of the snow melting a foot a day. So here's that sign. It's probably at about, guessing where I'm at, I don't know, about 3-4 feet high. And Boiling Lake, I'm on the right path. And Bump as Hell is another 2 miles, so I haven't even made it a half mile. It's a workout for sure, but I might actually try it. That one's gonna be a little harder because I can't really find a good landmark on my GPS, on my maps. Cold Boiling Lake, I can, because it's a lake, and so I can find that easily. But I'm just following some kind of crappy GPS map system. I have no idea which one it is. Well, I found it. Unfortunately, there isn't as much water as I thought there would be, which makes sense because it's not a hot boiling lake. It is a cold boiling lake. So for that reason, it's still completely covered. Man, I built up a sweat getting here though. Holy cow. It's probably only in the 60s, I would think. But yeah, that's it. Made it. So I decided to take the trail to Bump Pass Hell, and I veered off course and ended up staying along the edge of the lake too long, and I knew the trail was up here, so I just hiked up that steep incline, and this is what the trail looks like behind me, and that's what it looks like in front of me, and it is a really steep incline from here. If you were to just walk up this mountain, I'm going to follow this until I lose it again, and then I'm going to turn around, hoping that I don't have to. But I'm not going to tackle this terrain. If I get lost, I got a lot of climbing to do, and I really don't want to do that. So I will venture on up here, and these sticks made a huge difference coming up that, so they should help me the rest of the way too. Well, it cleared up for at least a little while. And right down there beyond the trees is the lake and the creek and all the mountains in the background. But I see there is more snow up ahead. A couple of points were really steep, and I'm glad I had the poles to dig in. And now I know why they said that you should have spikes for your shoes, but the poles did help a lot. This stuff isn't too bad, but I see a lot in the distance. Well, I completely lost the trail, but then found the markers on the trees, and then found another one here, and then notice across the creek there is a trail. So I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to be careful crossing the creek. Check out that view. Oh, there's the other lake. That one's actually looks prettier than the other one I went to. But so I just had to walk across, where I'm in the middle of it now, this snow area, which again, the poles helped a lot, but there starts the trail again, and I see a lot more snow on the other side. So I just crossed that and slipped a couple of times. I just about turned back at this point, and this is kind of what I'm dealing with on the trail. And I'm going up here, hoping it gets better. Check out that. That is super cool. Now, came across this little waterfall all the way down to the lake down there, and that's where I need to cross. The ledge isn't too bad, so I can step down there and then walk over. Here's another crossing. But that is one steep grade. I'm going to slide for a really long time if I lose my footing. All right, I got to see what at least is on the other side of this mountain. I think I got another 0.2 of a mile to go before I finally go over. I thought there were switchbacks and everything, but it's not. You basically follow the ridge of this one until I guess it gets to a lower point, or you meet a ridge line that's easier to cross. But based on the map, where I need to be is almost directly on the other side of this. So I'm already in it for this far, so I guess I'll keep going. So this is what I'm in the middle of. It just came from that way, and I'm following someone else's footprints at this point. I don't even see any trail markers anywhere, so if I don't pick one up soon, I'm definitely turning back. I have no idea how much further I gotta go, so I'll keep following this and keep watching the sun. I think it's about 3 o'clock now. It's definitely going to take me a couple of hours to get back, so the further I go here, the more disheartening it becomes. I mean, it doesn't open up anywhere up here. And usually by now, I'll pick up an orange trail marker. And this seems like a legit trail, and these are actually part of these areas, or avalanche areas from earlier. You could see all the trees down. But yeah, I'm at a loss now. Well, maybe the best thing to do is go back and have lunch. I think that's what I'm gonna do. If I find something on the way back, I'll take it, but this pretty much looks like the end. Well, on a whim, I decided to go up and over since I could see the top, and went completely off trail. And I'm not sure, but that area there looks pretty flattened out where people stood out there to take pictures. I might pick up the trail again. If I do, I'll keep going. Well, I've checked every which way. I came from there. I went down that way. I went down here and went that way. I tried to pick up something looking across the snow here for a marker or something. Can't find anything. And I know I need to head straight down there about 0.2 of a mile. I'm so close, yet because of all of that, I'm pretty far. There's the creek. I need to follow that down at least 0.2 of a mile. I don't see any pathway. I would imagine it would be over there somewhere, and follow it down so that you could enter it from that side. But there's no easy way to follow the creek. Once you get close to that hot springs or hot, bubbly mud area anyway. They tell you not to walk off trail because, I mean, it's active volcanic crap coming up from underneath. So I definitely don't want to walk into anything I'm not supposed to. And I've still got to get back up that. I slid down here on the sides of my shoes. It was that steep. So now I got to walk back up it. And I'm not about to decrease in a couple of hundred more feet elevation to have to walk back up without a trail, so oh well. Alright, that's it for me, but probably will stop at that rock and at least have something to eat. I need some fuel for sure. I don't think I've eaten anything on this trip. I started with an apple, but water and food will be a nice reward. I got a lot of crap to get through before I get there though. Much to my surprise, I actually found my footsteps. I hope nobody follows mine, or they're going to be lost too. Alright, keep going. Made it, so now I am gonna have something to eat. I'm just gonna enjoy that. I've got an MRE. I think I'm gonna have that and take the coffee out of it, maybe have some coffee, and the whatever kind of beverage powders in there would be good. So that's what I'm gonna do and just enjoy myself. I mean, it's been a long afternoon. So why rush back to the car when I can enjoy that view and have lunch? So I made it back to the first lake and I only have half a mile more to go. And I'm just going to follow my footsteps because that was pretty much a direct way in. But it kind of worked out. I didn't even have to use my phone at all. When I lost my tracks because they had melted or there was too much debris around, I just went in the direction that I thought I should, and it ended up being the right way. So it would have been a lot easier to take this on the way in, that's for sure. But home stretch now. That was an adventure, that's for sure. Very cool though. I didn't really get to my destination, but that was a great hike. I usually don't enjoy hikes, and even being lost, I enjoyed that. That was something not a lot of people probably get to do out in this area, or attempt to do anyway. So I'm gonna hop down here and that's where the trailhead is. Get in my Jeep, head back to my camp spot, and hopefully no one got it. Look at all these trees pushed over by the weight of the snow. Probably a drift, and then it just kept piling up and pushed them over. I've noticed that a lot throughout the park.